The Volkswagen cuts most gas bills in half. Ever wish you owned a Volkswagen?
This is the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. It's over 100 degrees out here in the sun, so let's get in the shade before I continue this video so I don't melt. And the camera with me. Ordinarily, before I get a vehicle, I do a lot of research to see what type of engine it has, what changes they made. To be perfectly honest, I haven't had time to do that. And as of today, I know absolutely nothing about this vehicle, other than the fact it's been totally redesigned, all new. So, for the first part of this video, I'm going to jump in, start driving. I'll guess what's under the hood, tell you what I think. Then later in the second half of the video, I'll look up the specs. We'll talk about that later. And third part of the video, we're going to get the real fuel economy numbers, not the phony numbers that other YouTubers give you. So let's jump in and take a drive. But first, look at the styling. And it looks kind of like the older Tiguan, but a little leaner and meaner. I think it looks nice. I like this color. And one of the first things we do is get a vehicle and check and see what brand of tires they're putting on, because a lot of car makers are putting cheap junkers on to save money. But here we got a nice set of Pirellis, 20 inches. Can't go wrong with that. And the second thing we want to do is look under the rear cargo area, see if there's a spare tire. A lot of cars are not coming with that anymore, especially on SUVs. So let's take a peek. Yes, indeed, there is a spare tire under there. So if you want to take this off-roading and get a flat, you're covered. I was told for 2025 there is no longer a third row seat, just 2 rows. Decent storage room back here though. Now one thing I'm noticing right away, they've completely redone the cabin, and I'm very, very impressed. The quality of materials and workmanship, excellent. Looks like they took all the parts out of their Audi brand, which is the upscale Volkswagen brand. In fact, a lot of the materials and workmanship I'm seeing here equaled anything I've seen from BMW and Mercedes lately, so somebody at Volkswagen is paying attention and definitely upgraded the cabin. Very, very nice. That's the good news. The bad news is something's missing here. Can you guess what? How about knobs and buttons? That means everything's going to be done on the info screen. I can tell you right now, I cannot stand operating controls on the info screen. Hate it. However, in all fairness, it might not be a bad system to use. Some of them are pretty easy. So let's start with the climate. Okay, set the temperature there. Press the button here. Okay, all the climate stuff comes right up. Fan speed, vents. Alright, I guess I can live with this. Programming the radio is very easy. Just press your favorites at it, or press to get rid of your favorites. You do get a volume knob for the radio here. Thank you very much. It also acts as your sport driving mode, or comfort mode, or custom mode, off-road. Come back here. Snow, off-road, custom, sport, comfort, or eco. Off-road mode, they want you to take this off-road. We just might do that if the mud dries up. Been raining 3 days in a row. A nice gauge cluster. A very large glove box. And these shifters on the steering column. Push forward for drive, back for reverse, push this for park. I like this setup. It's out of the way and easy to use. And here's the camera system. Very high quality unit. One thing I've noticed, the dash reflects into the windshield, although it's not too bad. Only certain angles of the day, so I'm not going to bitch about that. I have no idea what's under the hood, but it sounds like a 4-cylinder. I suspect it's a typical Volkswagen 2-liter they've been using for the past million years, but this one's a lot more powerful. I think they might have increased the horsepower. Moves out pretty good. Also, the steering's different. Very quick and sharp. Far, far improvement over the previous ones. And the brake pedal feels absolutely perfect. The way a German car should be. I noticed the cornering ability of this vehicle is improved too. More like a sports sedan than an SUV. We'll have to do a little research and see why that is. But I'm very, very impressed thus far. Alright, it's been a couple of days. I was able to do research on this vehicle, so here's some numbers for you. The base price of this starts around $32,000. This is a deluxe model loaded up with all the goodies. This is the R line. That means it costs more. Everything is standard except the blue paint. They're charging an extra $455 for that. There's a total tab. But again, this includes everything. And just like I thought, a turbo 4-cylinder 2-liter. They've been using this for a long time, but in this case, horsepower is bumped from 184 to 201. Doesn't sound like much improvement, but trust me, it is. I can feel the difference. In two-wheel drive, fuel economy is rated at 26 to 34 mpg. This all-wheel drive is rated 22 to 30 mpg. We're going to take this out, rack up hundreds of miles to get the roll number for you. So let's do it. We're spending money on gas, so you don't have to. Let's take a highway trip, approximately 120 miles on the interstate. 98 miles, 74 miles per hour, 25.5 mpg. Highway trip with the cruise control set at 65 miles per hour. We actually made the 30 mpg mark, 30.1. Mixed commuting, 50% heavy city traffic, 50% expressway, 22.4. Did a highway trip of 118 miles, 70 miles per hour, 35.9 mpg. Fantastic. In their 1 week driving, 333 miles, 25.0 average. So what's my take on this vehicle after a week of driving? I'm very, very impressed. No complaints at all, really. Well, maybe the fact there's no hard controls and everything's on the info screen. I really don't like that, but the info screen system is pretty easy to use, so I won't bitch about that too much. And as a bonus, I found out one of the reasons this vehicle handles so well. It's based on the same platform as the GTI Performance Volkswagen. Can't beat that. Overall, I give it a total thumbs up. And now if you want to see our headlight test and night drive video, here's a link coming up. Just click and watch.